What to do when people are a little bit unsure of you. They don't know what to think of you. Maybe something odd has happened in your life that people are a little uncertain or shocked about, but it's actually maybe something that ends up being a good thing in the long run. And what do you do when people are unsure of you? My answer to that is basically leave them alone. Don't try to prove anything. Don't try to talk to them or explain yourself. Don't ever explain yourself. That's like the worst thing you can do when people are unsure. And just leave them to it and work on yourself and work on your passions. And I'll give an example of something that happened when I was in university about this. And it's far enough behind me now, and I made it to graduate school, and there's just no doubt that I was a good student now. But back in those days, something interesting happened, and I can kind of joke about it now. So I was in this dual college diploma university degree program, and I did fairly well in the university portion of it. And then I made it into the college part, and then the college part did not go well. And the reasons why were kind of ghetto. In my city, the buses weren't really great at getting me to the college on time. And the college was super strict about time, like more so than the university. Although the university was strict enough. But the college was like, oh, if you're even 1 minute late to class, you get shut out of class. And if you miss so many classes, then you're kicked out of the program. So once or twice I was late via the bus. It was really challenging. My city's buses weren't really well organized at the time, and I didn't have a car at that time. And I was concerned. I felt like it was a very unfair situation because I was running after buses and they weren't getting me to school on time. It wasn't a walkable distance either. It was very far from my home to the college. So I got this idea to approach the dean. And so I went and approached the dean and asked, I said, this is my situation, I'm trying my best to get there on time, but sometimes the bus is late, and there will be days I'm there an hour early just to make sure that I'm early enough. And then there are other days the bus doesn't come and all this. And basically he said, we don't really trust you. We're not sure about you as a student. So again, back to the unsure part at the beginning of my video. And if you just can't get to class on time, whatever it takes, and I recommend that you buy a car. At the time I was a student, didn't have much income coming in. He wanted me to buy a car to make sure I was on class on time. And basically, if I didn't do that, then I could be barred from the program. And what I decided to do was to give the college space. This is my answer to people who are unsure about you and your potential and your ability to achieve. If anybody ever questions that about you, just drop them. And that's what I did. I dropped the college. I went back to university. I did really well in my university classes, and then I got into graduate school. And that's my advice for anybody. If you ever have an authority figure doubt you and you know you're doing a good job and you're doing the best you can to show up, and they're asking you to do something unreasonable in order to succeed, at the time, I felt that them asking me to buy a car as a student when I didn't have a full-time job was pretty unreasonable if they wanted me to succeed in school as well. On top of that, I just dropped it and decided to let them go. Now I understand that for people that might be scary, but actually it's really good to cut ties with people who don't appreciate you and set some strong boundaries by saying, I'm better than this, and my university degree program was better than that college program anyway. I didn't need them, and I did very well on my own without them. So that's my solution for today, and that goes for anybody who's dating you. If they're not sure about you, don't respond to them. Let them decide that they want to be interested in you and they see you as a valuable person to date. Don't chase after them or try to explain yourself. This is why I am like this. No, it doesn't work. Just let them decide that they're interested enough in you that they're willing to take the chance to get to know you anyway. And don't ever explain yourself, It's just not worth it when people are questioning you. And also, if you focus on your own goals and priorities and you succeed, you don't need to explain anything to anyone, except when you're offering advice to help them succeed as well. hope that all makes sense, and I hope you enjoyed this video and you're all having a great day. Take care.